only the Yanin Cassie, Yana, at them point, mini Junat, oh, yeah, Junat, call him around or director. Around this time, you're being so around this time, you don't expect at this time. I'll go and speak to them. You manage that your program, yeah.
Jesus, mon bon chef, Hello. Better. doing it and we know how to
do it better than them. That's what you
give a new vibe.
Okay. What's the sound okay? Sound no. So we have to start talking.
Hey.
From phone, what do you want from phone?
I'm on phone commenter.
All session 4 you are
audience out there, you are welcome to today's interaction with the audience and our wonderful people here, that is the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir executives. This is an interaction that we're going to have with you, the audience out there, as we prepare towards our anniversary this coming Sunday. I'm going to be your host for today. I'm not going to be the executive or what have you, or whatever that you know me to be of. I am your host for today. I am Ebenezer Moses Deborah. You can call me PY. Yes. So with me here today, we have the music director for the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI, Mr. Frank Bonsu, and we also have Miss Mavis JC, the head of secretariat or the secretary for the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI. Welcome, executives.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. And as I said earlier, we're going to have a discussion. It's going to be a friendly one. We're going to have this interaction with our audience. And so I'll urge you, those out there, the audience out there, I'll urge you to stay glued to your seats and let us have this warm interaction. Everything is going to be towards our 10th anniversary grand concert coming on live on Sunday, 22nd September at the Akroma Plaza Hotel at exactly 5 o'clock, yes. But the doors will be open at 4:30 p.m. for red carpet. So I'll urge each and everyone out there to be part of us on that day. And before I come on to my wonderful executives here, I would want to acknowledge the support of the Akroma Plaza Hotel here in TAKORADI for giving us this premises to have this interaction. I would also want to thank Black Motions for the video streaming. Yes, to the executives and the entire membership of the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, we want to say thank you to all of you. Yes, so as we go on, we'll do what to acknowledge the rest. Yes, when it comes to mind, we'll do what to acknowledge the rest. Anyway, once again, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. And to begin with, we've heard a lot about Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI. Wherever you go, we hear about Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI. Before we even move on to the order of the day, that is talking about the 10th anniversary, I would want you to brief us a bit about the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, how it came to be, its impact to the society, then we take it up from there. So I'll throw this question to our wonderful music director, Mr. Frangoso. Kindly tell us a bit about the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir.
Okay, so Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI started in the year 2014. Mr. Eugene Osai was part of Wesleyan Symphonic Choir Accra. So he, by God's grace, he had a job here in TAKORADI. So when he came, he wanted to continue with the ministry. So I know those times he used to go to Accra for all night rehearsals. Then he identified some few people here in TAKORADI. So those few people too joined him always when he was going for the all night rehearsal. I got to a time the numbers increased, and so the idea came up that okay, now let's get a branch here in TAKORADI. So that started Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI from 2014. The choir has been here since that time. So that's a bit of history from Accra, how the choir transitioned from Accra to TAKORADI. In TAKORADI from 2014, the choir has been having concerts. We used to have concerts together with our Accra branch. Due to financial issues where you have to bring people all the way from Accra to TAKORADI or from TAKORADI to Accra for a concert, you now have to do our own separate concerts. So that's the small history.
That's wonderful, right? I hope you heard something, a brief about the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI, how it came to existence here in the Oil City. And before we continue, I want to urge the audience out there that you can send in your comments and we will do what to read everything here. Any question that you want to ask pertaining to the life of Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, please bring it on board and we'll do what to ask them here. So let's continue. The Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI, we all know that it has been in the system for long. It's been a decade. Can you highlight some of the impact that the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI has made in the lives of the people here in the Oyo City and beyond? Or should I show it to Miss
Let the
Davis?
music director start.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
Okay, so for Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI, let's start with the membership. You know, we had a lot of talent around, but the issue had to be with how to bring them together. I always say that the choir has transitioned very well, because when I joined in 2015, we had very good singers. Just like I always say, it's like a football team. You can have very good players, but if you don't have a good coach to bring them together as a team, then they can't achieve one thing, that's success. So they can never be successful. And so as a choir, the first success is bringing together the youth, the young people who have the talent, bringing them together to exhibit their talent. It is good that the young people we have choose to be with us, but not the world. Because whatever we do, they can also do the same thing in the secular system, but they choose to now be with the choir. So that's the first thing, bringing the young people together under Christ's kingdom. That is the first thing. And then again, we've been able to do concerts that has impacted life. We have also contributed to choral music generally in the Oil City, because people know symphonic, they know other choirs. So we've made choral music activities like very active here in secondary TAKORADI, because symphonic in a year, even during COVID, we were the only choir to have a concert. That's 2020.
The virtual
Yes,
concert,
yes, the virtual. Apart from the virtual, we did a concert 2020 December.
Oh yes.
We were the only choir to
yes.
engage our audience for a live show 2020, and so we've been able to excite people when it comes to choral music activities. And again, the choir, we'll talk more about going forward, but the choir for the past 1 or 2 years have taken up this evangelism thing that we want to do. It's a project that the choir wants to now do very well. And so from last year we did street evangelism, and then we did secondary school evangelism. So naturally the choir has been able to impact a lot of people. People come for our concerts and then they are wowed and amazed by our performances. When we go anywhere, people after performance, even for funerals, people come and say, oh, who will CD? We want, because I think people, especially the old people, last week when we went for church visitation, I saw something at Assemblies of God. I saw one old lady with a walking stick. When we started performing, the old lady walked in front. Even with the hymn that we were singing, she was just shouting, singing with us along. God, I'm sure that it's something that they missed. So we've been able to resurrect that choral fever here in Secondary TAKORADI. So the choir has been able to do all these things.
I'm doing my best to still behave as a host. I don't want to put myself into it because I become so emotional when I see people being touched by our ministrations. I always say that if you've been in existence for long and you are not having any impact on the society, or let's say to mankind, then it means that your existence is questionable. And I always say this: the first and foremost achievement for a choir or for a choral ministry should be that you have been able to evangelize to mankind through choral music and to win souls. The others are secondary matters, yes. So I thank God for the life of the Wesleyan Symphonic by being able to evangelize through choral music, to touch the souls of men and also to win their souls into the kingdom of God. Wesleyan Symphonic TAKORADI, God richly bless you for that. Before we come on to Madam Mavis, I'm going to ask her of her journey with the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. With her, all that I know is that if we are to say 10 over 10, then she is even more than 10 over 10. Yeah, so before she comes in, I would want you to share the link. Please share the link. This one is not alpha hour. Please share the link. Yes, to your families and friends. Share the link and let us have a good interaction here. Do want to also send in your comments and send in your questions if you want us to even perform for you. Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, one thing that is so great about us is that even when we are 5, by God's grace, we are able to sing well, yes, to touch your heart or to touch your soul. So you send in your comment and everything, we're going to read it out. Again, because we are in the oil city, we'll get to a point that we'll do what to mix the fancy a bit. Let's try and I'm the fancy enough so that I also a bit my Erica. Yeah. Okay, so we move on to Miss Mavis JC. I know that in the choir they call her Sweet May Kiss Kiss. Miss Mavis JC, kindly tell us, how has your journey with the choir?
Okay, so I started with the branch in Accra. I remember back then I was in level 3 when I joined the choir in Accra. And God being so good, after school, after my internship, I gained employment into the Ghana Health Service. So I was posted to the Western region, to the regional hospital. And by then, the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, there was a branch in TAKORADI. So me joining the branch in TAKORADI was quite easy for me. And looking at, my journey with the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, it has been amazing. Considering myself now, I consider myself to be a very good singer compared to, when I joined the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir back then. So the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir so far has been a blessing to me. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Before the interview, I tried doing some small research, and I know that the choir has been able to achieve some successes. So I want to know. I wouldn't want you to hear from me. I'm saying that today I'm a host. I'm not a member. So I want to hear from you. What has been your achievement so far?
Personally, the 2020 awards. To be frank, I wasn't expecting that I would be honored, and by God's grace, I received the award, the best female vocal of the year 2020, and that has been so far, my achievement. Yeah.
Wonderful. Mr. Frangonsu, may I inquire from you too? We want to know what has been some of the achievements of the WESLEYAN.
Okay, so as Mimi said, she was a female vocalist of 2021. We won the non-denominational choir of the year award for Western Region, and 2023 we won the choral group of the year award for Western Region Gospel Music Awards. So these are the few ones. And then when there was this choral music awards, the one done for the whole nation, for all the years that the program or the awards ran, we were always part of the choir of the year nomination. Every year we were part. So it's like we are like a team that goes to play Champions League every year, but we happen not to win. But at least for you to be part of it, then yes, that's why Arsenal is they call them a good team, because it looks like those guys every year they are part. So at least for us to have that name, part of the choir of the year, is something that is a good achievement.
That's great. That's great. Warren Carney Day. Nyakuponado. Obabazi wa TAKORADI. Nyamina dum wetu pon. Either afraba onyi kakanka no abe aketesi abe abranti no aye papa pay no de to abeti. Yede waka fom obanyamina dum wetu page wabubo awards ni bi and achievements ni bi no so the way to evangelize to Nkofo awo Oyo City na beyond wama wona wetu enya what can fantin po omba but nyamina dum wetu atwa krama yakopro onno edo Western Region Gospel Awards.
This year we've been nominated.
Yes. I people are done day in, day out. When you are nominated, it means that you're doing something good. Yes. When you are nominated, it means that you are doing something good. Anyway, so let's continue. Despite the achievement that you've had so far, I believe there are some petty challenges as well. Kindly share with us.
Okay, so for the challenge, I will come down to our level as choristers. I will use time constraint as the major challenge facing the choristers, in the sense that when we started we were young and we didn't have lots of responsibilities. But now you realize that majority of us in the choir, most of you are married with kids. So there are a lot of responsibility on our head now. And for us to combine the choir and our family and church and all that, it's just too much. All right. So the major challenge is time constraint. But because of the love we have for God, because of the love we have for music and everything, we still continue to be with the Wesleyan Symphonic choir and to also sing to praise God.
That's great. Mr. Music Director, kindly tell us something.
If I start talking about challenges.
Not easy growing up,
Yes.
In the Western region.
You see, running a choir like this is difficult. You know, let's talk about the general economy of Takoradi. It's not easy. We don't have a lot of jobs. If you go to Accra, the CEOs or the where I work, my director general is in Accra, and I'm here. My salary is not my director general's salary. So that tells you that when it comes to the economy of Takoradi, we can't compare it to somewhere like Accra or Kumasi,
where you get much exposure.
Much exposure, and then you get imposed very rich people. Takoradi was get a crane, you'll be animal. Tokas bear 5. Everyone knows. It's not like Accra where you can have 10 cars and then no one even knows you. And so the general economy of Takoradi is also affecting the choir. Because if you go elsewhere, the amount that we charge for programs, you mentioned, I talk to people in Accra and then they say, like WESLEYAN Symphonic choir. You realize that choir in quotes, for me, I don't like competition. The choir maybe sings better than them. Who Accra, or Shabu choir will prefer. They take more than what we take here. And so managing the choir here in terms of finances is very difficult. You go elsewhere, at least at the end of the year, you throw party for the choristers, you give them something. But we are not able to do it because we don't have money. And I'll say thank you to our patrons, and then we have something called the WESLEYAN Symphonic Choir Support Hub, where members of the choir who are working contribute back to the choir. Just imagine, must spend the time in your miserable rehearsal. You the choir are not giving me anything, but after working, I also have to give the choir something. But when you go elsewhere, it doesn't work like that. So managing the choir in terms of finances, we are not getting a lot of money. And so sometimes you do a program and then at the end of the day, it's like you couldn't even break even. And so finance is one key thing. People, because there are no jobs, plenty jobs in Takoradi, so some of the members are not working. And so coming for rehearsal, director will have to pick them, otherwise they won't come for rehearsal. That is one thing. And then promoting music generally in Takoradi. We can mention a few of them. Kofi Kenata was in Takoradi here. The support was not there. He moved to Accra, and then now, boom. Minister escaped from home. The same thing. Yes, he was here, and then we were just not minding him. Yeah, he's here, but he doesn't do a lot of things here in Takoradi. So for the finances is something else. So as a choir, we lack some logistics. You know, we lack basic logistics that a choir should get to. Even rehearsal venue, preferably we have our own rehearsal venue where we close the place where we are not rehearsing. So if I want to meet Mavis, I shouldn't meet her in my church. She should come to WESLEYAN Symphonic where we have our rehearsal. But I know you don't even have money to go and rent. So with all these things, our challenges, the main thing has to do with money. If you have money, if you have money and you have God. But we have God. We have God, but you don't have.
It is not with the money.
With God, all things are
with God, all things are possible.
Yes,
But you
yes.
still
But it's still left with money. So it's a call to everyone out there coming to support the WESLEYAN Symphonic Choir. It shouldn't be that one support.
Yes, when you talk about support, like we are here, share the link. We will never share. Look, Steve-O and then the Broken Chains. Look, when they share something, I try to put on my stand, at least to promote something, because you can see that these people are clearly doing something similar to or even more than what Eternity is even doing. But here in Takoradi, won't promote it.
I believe it's a matter of time. It has not been so many years ago, but gradually, it's just that it's keeping up. But gradually, I believe Takoradi will get there. Like the other regions too, it's not that easy to accept that choral stuff, but I believe gradually we are getting there. I'll come in again to ask about the projections that the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir has, the projections into the future. I'll come in to ask again. Before we go on to that and move on to things about the grand concert of the 10th anniversary, we would want to say a big thank you once again to the Akroma Plaza Hotel here in Takoradi for giving us these premises to have this interaction with you out there. We would also want to say a big thank you to Black Motions for helping us with this live stream. God richly bless you. And also to thank you that you're watching us out there. Please bring in your comments. We are waiting for them. I've seen most of the comments here and we'll do well to read them out for you. So to the projections or the future endeavors of the choir, can we quickly run through that?
Okay, so the choir is a singing. Our basic thing is to sing. Going forward, we want to make sure that Wesleyan Symphonic Choir is just not a choir, but it's an institution.
I love that word. Sorry to cut you. Wesleyan Symphonic Choir Takoradi wouldn't be just any choir, but would be what? An institution. That is solid. Please continue.
If you have that mindset, then the choir will fail. We have to make sure that everything that we do as a choir, we attach a bit of seriousness and professionalism to it. So you want to become an institution. Where at a point, it has been the dream of the choir to have a music school. We can have a music school, train people, and then add a summer school to it. The kids will come. And it's also another thing to get our members employed. Because maybe you need a secretary, you need instrumentalists to teach people. So you have sort of an economy around it where people will get jobs to do. So as a choir, we want to make ourselves known as an institution, not a choir. So we want to bring in a lot of wings into the choir. Again, evangelism. When you look at, we are choral evangelists. You go to the market, start playing as a Papa Biabati, Oye. You see the market women, they'll start following you. When you went to Fijai Secondary School, they love the higher lives. So just imagine we go to the market circle, we minister to the soul. If you are in Bakorona, the whole day, you go and minister to the person. Even if the person is a Christian, you've been able to touch the person's soul. Evangelism is not all about how many souls did you get, but how many souls were you able to touch. So we want to now get the evangelism drive working. We will talk more about it during the anniversary, where we want to raise a fund to now support the choir to do more evangelism. You do community and then school evangelism. You come to the program outline, but you go to the prisons, you go to the hospitals. There are all types of evangelism. You go, you sing, the sick person is there, and then the sick person will do or a ghetto boy. But I started there to choral music. If you're back the next minute, the person is changed for Christ. We are not a church, but we want to make sure that the gospel gets to a lot of people through what we do. So then one thing that we will focus on is our evangelism prayer. And as I said, that one makes us an institution. Because we are not thinking of only coming here to stand, sing concerts, take money, then go home. Not big business as usual. We want to do a lot of things in our city.
Wonderful. Miss JC, do you have something for us on that?
I had wanted to touch on the evangelism, but the director has done justice to that.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we will quickly move on to, let me take some few comments here, then I'll get back to them. I've seen that many people are watching. Pakwesi Ketia said, okay, I really enjoyed every bit of this magnificent performance. Okay, talking about the first song that was played or was aired to us, Emmanuel Boatin, I've seen you giving an emoji, yes. Nanea Derek's, yes, some emojis there. I've seen Mr. Beninta giving us some thumbs up. Yes, Benasapon Adapa says nice, giving us an emoji as well. Mr. Minta giving us an emoji. Babies Jesse do too, from Andrew Spoonson. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Director Frank. So you've seen some love emoji from Benjamin Sixtus, Sweet Maker's Kiss from Juliet in Japan. Okay, Freeman Media says great. Thank you so much for watching. Paul, what you say is I'm watching you live from California. Hey,
Okay.
that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you so much for joining us. Neto Music says that we appreciate how WSC they project. Hey, Pidgin Abahanya, they project choral music in this part of our world. Western Region also appreciates you. Thank you, Western Region, for receiving us well, the Western Symphonic TAKORADI. Joanne Sembo, yeah, has also given some emojis there. Will there be item 13? Oh, we'll come to that. So let's move on to preparations towards the 10th anniversary. We've heard a lot about Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. Maybe I'll be radio to be a Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. Maybe I'll be a Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI. About Nwesi and about Norubesi. Per the little research that I've done, I've realized that we've had some activities towards this grand concert. Can you tell us a bit about it? The journey towards the grand concert.
Okay, so this area thing, and it's all over Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. So when we started the year with the retreats, and after the retreat, we had a time with our patrons. There was a chamber concert, so just a few people come around with our patrons and then their family, where we dedicated some songs to them and then we sang their favorite tunes. Now, after that, we are now here. This week is the anniversary week. Tomorrow, God willing, we'll be going to the hospital. That's receiving to go and have some time with them and then give them some. That's part of evangelism, as I said. So we'll be going to the Symphonic Polyclinic tomorrow to do a donation and also to sing. And we hope that souls will look at you. And then on Sunday is the grand concert. We've seen grand concert all over. When you were coming, you saw grand concert. And so the choir will showcase what we've done for the past 10 years. That's what we've been doing. Concert. So on Sunday, we'll be having our grand anniversary concert here in Takroma Plaza. It's exactly 5 o'clock. Doors will be open around 4:30, where we'll have red carpet and interview session. And for the anniversary, we are doing everything. We are doing everything music, with the exception of my favorite song. So that's my favorite song. With the exception of my favorite song.
That is just by the way.
Yes, that's just by the way, please. And so we'll be doing everything choral music, everything contemporary music. We'll do folk songs, we'll do patriotic songs, we'll do hymns, we'll do local anthems, we'll do classical, we'll do highlights. But the highlights we are doing with the beautiful Lady Joy. And you have...
I was even just about asking you about the people that are going to be on board with the Western Symphony.
Okay, so you'll be ministering with Lady Joy.
Okay.
For for our highlight session. And then we have the broken chains. Steve O and then the broken chains. Yes, they are doing very well. We can't do this without them. Steven says we are their choral version, or so more or less like guy, and we are from the same mother. So we are the other half of broken chains, or they are our other half. So they will be performing, and so we want to make sure that we feed all people who are coming, the audience. You have to feed everyone with what they want to hear. So you hear some contemporary music flowing through from the studio, and then the choir will do solos.
Yeah, I'll come back to that and ask her about her preparation so far.
Please, it's a surprise.
Don't worry, I'll ask you. But may we all know, is it going to be ticketed?
No. 10 years, we want to give back to the society. That's what we want to do. So we are giving, it's something that we are doing for free. Here at Akroma Plaza, free. When I went to Connected today, he said, hey, Akroma and free.
Everyone is talking about this.
Akroma and then free. Akroma and free. But we are doing it to the glory of God. So it's free.
That's so beautiful about Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. Takoradi. Yeah, one man in worry year programming. The best show. Also a free. You know, they have this joke that they've been saying that Takoradi also a free could be very warm, but you won't be warm. It's a slow baby. Everyone should do what to come with the family and friends. Everyone, it's a Sunday evening. Come and relax. Enjoy this soothing music. The following day is going to be a holiday, so don't think about rushing home. Come and relax. Have a wonderful time with the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. The following day you can rest. Yes, and you continue with your endeavors. May I inquire again, in your selection of songs, how do you go about it, and what preparation do you put into it? Is it about only singing classical songs, or considering the local ones that we also have here?
One of the responsibilities as a music director that gives a lot of headache is this thing you're talking about. You don't want to be in my shoes when it comes to the selection of songs. Because mostly what we do as a team is that we knew from the onset that this year we'll be having our grand concert. The selection of the songs started last year after our December concert. For me, right after the concert, we started the preparation towards the next concert. So what we normally do is we sample a lot of songs. So the music team, we give ourselves like 1 week. Look, we should all come up with songs that you think, but for every concert, you have a concept behind it. So this one I said, the choir has done a lot of concerts. Let's look out, fish out the songs the old songs that we've done. Their old repertoire. Let's look out for those ones. If they are not enough and catchy enough, then we bring in other songs. So we sampled over 50 songs, and now we had to prune it down to the number you need for the concert. And for especially the local songs, for me, naturally, I want to do the composers. Pick a song from each of the composers. The ones we know, James Farrakhan, I have to take one of his songs, New Lavanan, George Ninsey, Sylvie, Asaribedi Akon, Mano Kebia. So you have to make sure that Professor Seti Baby. So you have Dr. Alfred Patrick Adam. We have a lot of composers here. So you have to make sure that, for me, pick each and every one composer song so that at least we promote their works. That is all that we can do as a choir to also help our composers. So that's what we do. Then we go to the classical, look at what we can do as a choir. So for the selection of songs, we get the concept, we sample a lot of songs, and then be intentional about, especially the local composers, be intentional about selecting songs from each composer to make sure that it fits into our scheme, that is promoting our local content. And then we go to the classical, look at songs that fit the anniversary, if it's an anniversary. If If it's something Thanksgiving, we choose Thanksgiving. If it's about the birth of Jesus Christ, we look for something that is about the birth of Jesus Christ. The death of Jesus Christ, we do the same thing. So that's it with our repertoire, how we do our repertoire selection. So it's a headache, but at the end of the day, you choose and you sing. Maybe God also inspires us. But sometimes you'll be there, you choose a song, which happened this animation. I chose a song, and then I looked out for the script. I couldn't find it, and I added another song. And it is like the choristers like that song I added.
So it is to say that I believe this one is to everyone out there. It is to say that it would be prudent we look more into having electronic bank. When I say electronic bank for music scores, right? That's how you say it. Yes, it will be good so that at any point in time when someone needs a script, the person can just fall onto it and get it. Because the age of hard copies is gradually like. Anyway, let's continue. Miss Mavis JC, personally, what has been your preparation, or what is your preparation towards the 10th anniversary concert, grand concert?
Personally, I always say that as for our director, all that in fact, when he goes to sleep, all that he dreams about is to torment us with numerous, countless rehearsals, and it's been worth it. It has made us who we are today. So for the preparation, I think we are ready to serve you with the very best that day. So come with your family to enjoy good tunes from the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. Yeah.
That's good to hear. I would want to inquire from you, but I'll say these things before I inquire. Or let me say it so that you prepare towards it. I remember going for a viva and the external examiner or supervisor just said, so what is the novelty of the project that you have done? I want to inquire, what is going to be the novelty of the concert that we're going to have? That new thing, that surprising thing. Please think about it and I'll come back to you. Let me read some.
Why should we be
No. Okay, then I am not putting it more. Let me say that. What is that new thing? What will be the new thing that you bring on board? I guess it's right. Yeah. So let me read some few comments. It says that will there be item 13 on Sunday?
That's a new thing we'll be bringing.
No, but we yes, maybe confirmed or not confirmed, but you have something for maybe the first 100.
Okay, that's wonderful. So that is from Neto Music. Hey, Neto. Yo, yeah. What's the Wobema BB? Hi. So, what's the Ebantema? When you come early, I'm sure you're going to get a surprise from the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. And Neto Music is still saying, no, Emmanuel Asan say more grace, Brother Frank. Neto Music, when are we seeing WSC TAKORADI going international? I want to host them in London. Hey, we'll be glad.
Yeah, we'll be glad.
Neto Music.
I keep moving forward.
But I believe in
in
God's
the
time.
next decade we'll be going. No, before.
Next year, December, anyway, so we have that hopes that one day we will also go international. Yes, that is the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. Then we will go, Neto Music is still saying that, talking about challenges, I want to see Frank and WSC Head of Production, Augustine Moore. Oh, do you think there should be more event stakeholders in TAKORADI? The likes of Silicon House. This question is quite nice.
So easy when you go to Silicon House, it's like a whole production where people go, they shoot videos, they do live events there. Look, TAKORADI, we don't have a lot of event centers, and that's one thing that we are missing as a city. If you go to Accra, even for concerts, you have the National Theatre, the Conference Center, you have other auditoriums around. But
even the stadium.
Yes, even the stadium. Yes, so we know they will be moving our people from the Jubilee Park to this place to free up the Jubilee Park. We don't have a lot of event centers. That's why Kofi Kinata show has not even been up for some time. So if we have something like the Silicon House, it will help us. It will help us. We need more of those things. We need more of them. Yes, that is.
We always say that it will take time, but I believe it's high time. It's high time that we move on to that. Mr. Kras Kofi Atta says, watching you live from Wager, Accra. Say Krasata, thank you so much for joining us. Neto Music is also asking, will maybe Sister Rose, Mamsi, Julie give us solos? I believe
they are all giving. Everyone will do something.
That's
everyone
good.
In this crowd.
Atumo Aminia Yansen watching live from Accra, and the rest coming in. What is the novelty of this program? Is it going to just be the normal concert that we've been having so far? What is the novelty?
As I mentioned, we'll do everything, choral music, everything Christian music. I think we are in an election year, and so we'll be doing something about election. It will be music and then art. We'll do something, a sketch, and it will be very interesting. If you don't come early, you miss that. So you have to come early. You'll be doing solos. Like the solos are not, you'll be doing duets that talks about, you follow that for Samson, and you know some of the duets, Delilah betraying Samson, Harafa, Samson fighting. So we'll be doing a bit of those, and then a lot of surprises. A lot of surprises, you know.
A lot of surprises will be coming from the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, and I can attest to the fact that though I'm behaving as a host today, I can attest to the fact that Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, for its stay here in the Western region, has really organized good concerts. Talk about Samson, an oratorio, talk about our most prestigious Nacimiento de Jesus, talk about the other events that we've been having, even before the church visitations and the rest comes in. You know, Wesleyan Symphonic Choir too, whenever you, this is one funny thing about Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. People always say this. Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, they invite to a homebound program, but already program now. Especially when we have our sister choirs having their programs, and they'll invite Wesleyan Symphonic Choir, and it will be like, ish, the move of yeah.
Okay, but you know.
Anyway, but before you come in, I want to quickly ask you the relationship between the sister choirs here in TAKORADI, and have we invited them to join us?
So you know something about me. What I hate is competition. It's not like I think competition should be about yourself. Where was I yesterday? Where am I today? Especially competition in the church. For me, so when I became a dancing director of music, I cancelled this singing competition because people come for conferences and leave conference with a lot of bitterness. We should rather be going with the grace of God. So for me, I don't think we are in competition with any choir. And so for me, in my head, every music director is my friend. I don't have any form of bitterness or something against it. So we've sent out invitation letters. And you know, with this thing you were saying, people think, oh, it's a funny what will be the program. No, I said that one, but you know, for me, I was trained by a lot of perfectionists. Emmanuel K.B. my boss, Eben. And he's still, we are still talking about a lot of things. KB is a perfectionist. Mr. Ben Kofi Williams, a perfectionist. He will tell you, don't wait till singing competitions before you do the right thing. So for us as a choir, wherever we stand to sing, especially when we are invited for programs, I make sure that we are going to do minister, not to show off. Minister to people, and then we do it very, very well. That is one thing we have to do. So for anniversary, you are all not sending scripts to. Unless you
have that is one of the surprises.
Yes, one of the surprises.
And for this, we need to comment in.
Yes.
I thought
it wasn't achievable, but sometimes my wife says that I was Symphonic
Imagine singing about 10-page classical without script. Hey!
Yes. And now this one, it's my boss who taught me script in court. No script is coming to the hall. And then it's something that Symphonic is doing this concert without script. Maybe another time we'll try this thing. We tried it during one of our rehearsals where we didn't stand in part. Soprano here, alto here, so sing and then lesson. We've done a lot of things backstage, and I think Sunday will be glorious. Yes.
We're hoping for the best. Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI is hoping for the best. And before we even come to the conclusion of everything, I want you out there to follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI. On YouTube, Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI, and the others. You can follow us on TikTok, that is Wesleyan Symphonic Choir TAKORADI. You can also follow us on the others. I'll try and get the Instagram, sorry for that. So try and follow us on all the social media handles. We would also want to say thank you so much to Akroma Plaza Hotel and to Black Motions. Yes, thank you so much for making this discussion, for making it come to be. Let me put it that way. Anyway, so in concluding everything that we have discussed here, are there any final remarks that you want to give us about the program, about everything?
Okay, so I would say the concert promises to be very exciting. So I would urge everyone. This time it is free. So come with your family. Don't just come alone to enjoy. Come with your family to have a good time with the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir.
Mr. Frank, the music director,
okay, so
what do you also have to say to us?
I think this concert, for me, I think it's going to be a great concert. We pray that, we as human beings can prepare very well, but we've been praying about it. We are doing the devil's or Lucifer's job, and you can't do it better than him. Or we don't know him or him, but you can't do it better than Lucifer. And so there is another eye that is watching us. But we pray that God's mercy will be upon us. This won't be business as usual. We've really invested a lot. In fact, setup has already started. If you go for an event and then the event setup is starting 2 days before the program, then you should know that. Then we've not been sleeping. For the past 1, 2, 3 weeks. Personally, I sleep around 1 o'clock. Very early in the morning, I'm up because you have to put some things together to make the concert a better one. And so it promises to be a very good concert. As Mavis said, come with your family. Don't come alone. Come with your family. Why? And one in by Akroma. Tell them you are bringing them to Akroma. You shouldn't just come to Akroma to eat. Sometimes you have to come and then feel it's a serene place. And the crowd just to feel the breeze and then enjoy the area. So it promises to be a good concert. Just come around and then enjoy with us.
I guess in as much as it is free, they also need to prepare to support the choir.
Yes.
Because by God's grace, we are 10 years. After the concert, we are going to launch into another phase of the choir and its preparations. So come in to support us as well. As you praise us, please come in to support us with your substance. And we believe that God will continually bless you when you bring in something to help us. Any final acknowledgments to maybe the stakeholders or the patrons or anyone?
Okay, so we want to acknowledge Black Motions.
Yes, Black Motions. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Black Motion, he's been a good guy.
Yes.
And then his friend, that man, that guy. You know, funny enough, he's 21st December and I'm 22nd December. So people don't know why I am like this with Jonathan, but he came a day before I came. The same year, I won't mention the year, but the same year, he came a day before I came. So, Udun GH, we want to thank him. He's done a lot for us, even for this anniversary. Yes. He has done a lot of intervention. Acknowledgments, the manager, Fred, she has received us anytime we have discussion. Our patrons. I don't want to, but let me single out our head of patrons, Auntie Anas. Yesterday, baby was telling me, it looks like Auntie Anas knows everything about the program. Auntie Anas will call me.
I was calling her to brief her.
And then she knows everything.
She was telling me.
Because Auntie Anas will call you and ask you, Fry, Koroko, then I know Mommy is coming to ask something. So Mommy has really been supporting, she being the head of patrons. And so you want to acknowledge all the patrons, all of them. They've been really supporting. And then the support hub, they've also been supporting us. All of us here are members of the support hub. You know how difficult money issues are, but they've really been supporting. And then the members, hey, they are really good people. Like when I see their level of commitment. Sunday, we left our homes. Some left around 5 o'clock a.m. and they go home after 6 o'clock. All because of choir, Wesleyan Symphonic choir. So if you say members, we see members and then their family. If someone is in the house and then the person's mother or father or husband or wife says, I won't permit you to go, so we also appreciate the family members of our choristers. They've been supportive to us and everyone. This anniversary, you thank them on Sunday, but the organizing committee and then the leadership of the choir, the management of the choir, we also say a big thank you to.
Good to hear. So as we wrap up, I would also want to give some shout outs or to say thank you to our various sponsors and media partners, and that is to WTV, to New Day TV, Connect FM, to Empire FM, to Radio Premier, to Spice FM, Beach FM, to our one and only Black Motions, to Audio GH, and to Akroma Plaza Hotel, TAKORADI. We're so much grateful to you for the kind of support that you've granted unto us. When you open your mouth to say you're making something free, it takes the grace of God to let many people come on board to help you. And with this, we say thank you to all our sponsors and our partners, our stakeholders, to the production team over here, Mr. Moore, yes, and the rest, Neto and Black Motions, the production team here, we say thank you so much for making this possible for us. Please, Sunday, don't say that we're going to start late. I assure you this time around, we're going to start exactly 5 o'clock. Doors will be open at 4:30 for the red carpet, and we're going to start exactly at 5 o'clock. When you come at 6 or 7, you're doing it to your own day. Please come early. There are a lot of things packed up for you, so please do what to come early. Come and support us as well. Bring in your families and friends and come and support us. And I believe together we're going to lift up the name of God. We want to say thank you to everyone, our audience out there, for joining us, those who sent in their comments and their questions. Thank you so much for this interaction. Thank you to everyone that has supported. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We are not going to end today. And the utmost one is thank you, God, for what you have done and for how See you all on Sunday.